They're holding out hope to trade him. That's clear.
Yeah.
It's not an easy trade because somebody's going to have to deal with the $20 million he's due to make this year.
Yep.
He's going to have to eat some of it. He's got no reason to. The Rams are going to have to pay some of it. They probably don't want to, but if they want to make a trade happen, you get to a point where you're buying a draft pick. And then the new team is going to say, here's what we're willing to give up, but we're only willing to pay him X if he's going to make the $20 million. So a trade becomes very unlikely. I still think he's going to be cut. And later in that press conference, he acknowledged the $7.5 million roster bonus that's due next week. That's the ultimate deadline for doing this. I think Cooper Kupp gets cut. I'm not as convinced of it as I was that Devontae Adams is getting cut, so I'm not considering saying I'll shave my head if he gets traded. But I think that it's going to be tough to come up with a trade for Cooper Kupp at this point. And he acknowledged that you can agree to these trades.
Right.
The trade window isn't open, but you can agree to them. They don't have an agreement. And we've known for weeks now he's available. I don't think he's getting traded. I think he's getting cut.
No, I would agree with that. I'd be shocked, actually, if he got traded. I'll just say that straight up. And I don't mean that to be disrespectful, right? And I know some people might have been taking what I've said about Cooper Kupp as in a disrespectful way anyways. And he's still damn good. Awesome player, legend of the sport. I get that. But do I question whether he's a legitimate number 2 anymore? Well, I mean, just the basic logic and like what you talk about all the time, right? I mean, wait, if he's the number 2 for a team that likes to throw the football and has history with and was the Super Bowl MVP, and if they don't want him to be the number 2, oh, maybe he's not. Maybe he's not, right? Now, does he have some 2 value? Yeah, sure. But he's like, in your perfect world for a great offense right now, you'd want Cooper Kupp to be your 3rd option, the 3rd guy, right? He'd be, maybe does a place like Atlanta, right? Zach Robinson, he came from the Rams. So did Raheem Morris. Maybe they're looking at it going, hey, we can go with the Drake London on the outside, Darnell Mooney on the other side, and let Cooper Kupp work the middle and do that. That's, to me, the perfect environment for him. Right? So there's still great value, but the value of $20+ million a year for the part of the career he's at, and like you mentioned yesterday, right? Yeah, he plays well, but injury history, ooh, can he play this week? Ooh, he didn't practice all week. He'll be a game-time decision. Ooh, we're going to wait till the Saturday walkthrough. That all has come up, and that's going to what ultimately hurts his value in the trade market in the NFL.
The Cooper Kupp betting odds, DraftKings has had these up for a while. The favorite is the Broncos at plus 350. I'm looking at them right now.
Yeah.
Broncos, then the Jaguars at plus 550. Patriots plus 650. Chargers, who are on the short list for DK Metcalf as well, or DCAF as the case may be, they're at plus 650. The Lions at plus 650. Now, Allen Robinson, I think not Allen Robinson. Yeah, Allen Robinson. I think he's done.
Yes.
He was like a bit player there. Tim Patrick is there. There could be a role beyond Jameson Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Sure.
Maybe he could be the 3 there. I don't think he wants to be the 3. I think he wants to be the 2. You've got the Commanders on the list. You got the Cowboys. You got the Steelers. The Rams are on here at 12-1. Hey, to borrow Les Snead's wink, don't bet on the Rams.
Yeah.
That's the least likely outcome. Put them at the bottom of the stack. But, yeah, the Broncos would make sense. I think Kupp can still play. The key is you got to have a good plan for keeping him healthy, which means you got to have a good plan for practice and play time for Cooper Kupp, because there's been too many injuries in recent years. At a certain point, it's not just bad luck.
No, that's right. It's not. And he played at physical position. He's the man. It's been pedal to the metal. So that's why I don't say these things lightly. I got great respect for him and his game. But, yeah, that's just the simple fact of the matter, let alone he was a little older and starting his career as an NFL receiver to begin with. So that's what you worry about. But, yeah, like I said, he's still got value to what he could do or bring to an offense. And, Denver, that makes sense. We know Sean Payton loves those slot guys. That's how he knows how to feed those guys. They're a big part of his offense, so that would make sense. The Jaguars, yeah, makes sense there too. They got guys on the outside that can run and do all that stuff. Plus Liam Cohn, well, he was in Los Angeles at one point, so he knows what makes the man. So I understand all that. The Commanders would be another spot. I get it, right? Now, again, I guess I don't love that combination the most there, but either way, Debo, right? You got McLaurin, and now you got Cooper Kupp to work the slot, but they have a Luke McCaffrey there, as I'm just talking this out, where I don't think that's going to happen either. Broncos, Jaguars, right? Those are two teams I certainly would look for because I think they really value those type of players and that slot option route running, and they need that in their offense. I wouldn't be shocked to make a play, but not a trade. I think they'll be involved once he gets released.
I'm looking at the list of next team odds, and I'm checking it. And do I need to scroll down a little bit more? Oh, wait, I had to scroll down more. But the 49ers are very low.
Yeah, they are.
They're 100 to 1. They're one of the lowest on the list. I mean, they just traded. It's not official yet, but Deebo Samuel's out. Brandon Ayuk, who knows what's going to happen, is even going to be healthy. Juwan Jennings and Ricky Pearsall are the top two guys. I mean, wouldn't
they need a receiver? There's no doubt.
You get Kupp and Kyle Shanahan, you stick it to McVay a little bit.
Well, you're right. They need a receiver. The problem would be is Ricky Pearsall is Cooper Kupp, right? He's that guy. I think that's what they want him to do and be in that role. So I don't know if they necessarily want Cooper Kupp in there to go, oh, wait, we drafted a first-round guy last year or 2 years ago, and now he's kind of infringing on his ability to do the things that he does best. I don't know if that makes sense as far as that's concerned, but again, there's going to be a team that wants him. And I do think he'll have a market once he's released, but I just don't think anybody's going to be comfortable with paying him $20 million a year or low 20s. I think maybe, what are we saying realistically? Can he get 14 or 15 out there? I probably that. I would think so. I would think he could do that maybe on a 2-year deal, something like that. I could see that, but I could certainly see teams not wanting to pay the current price tag of what it's at.
I think he's going to have to be ready to see a lot of his money get tied up in per-game active roster bonuses to protect the team against injury, and also maybe some incentives. He's going to have to produce to get paid. That could be part of it as well. All right, the odds were brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings Sportsbook, that is, the number one sportsbook for live betting, and new customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Just download the app and use the promo code PFTLive when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. As always, please bet responsibly, only with money that you are prepared to lose, because if you listen to us, there's a chance that you shall. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.